Hello there, Madeira. Welcome back to God of War. I'm going to have to listen out for my takeaway again. Why do I always order takeaway and record these? I don't know. We just defeated a witch. Some geezer over here was a knob about something. I got us to retrieve the bones of a witch that then attacked us. So, fuck that guy. So now I'm going to continue just mincing about, generally exploring. What side missions have I got left? Hit Brock at the Landthurs mines. And then I was going to go to... Oh, look, it's the giant with the big nail in his head. I was going to try and go to Muspelheim at some point. Vanaheim Tower. Let's track this one. See what we can see. Because all that we can see is the bottom of the deep blue cat. I'm wondering how much of this I've got hard drive space for to record in one go, and just how mad will I get as time goes on, and just slowly just. Because gaming's one thing, but gaming and talking is like, I suppose, like playing the guitar and singing, apart from significantly less talented. Are you doing it? A pushy child. Think you're a guard now, you're all, ooh, what's this doing there? Ooh. I think you know you're part guard. Well, it sort of mainly makes him like a quarter guard, because like, Kratos is half human. And then...
You want a beach here?
And then... Boy's brother is human. So... Or mortal at least. Not a god. So, yeah. Gotta wonder. Maybe quarter? Is that a thing? Being quarter god? What sort of gods are only a quarter god? I don't know. I'll do it. Do anything that will hold this up? Let that go? No. I haven't. And I can't go through the bars. Can't go through the bars. Because I'm assuming it opens that thing. Those little things, those little spheres. It's going to be the winds of hell, which are... Link to the Blades of Chaos, which is a whoop-de-whoop technique thing I need to do. I'll go that way because of the big tentacles. Back this way. More tentacles. Fucking everywhere. It's like a Japanese porno. Right. Well, hentai, I guess, but more specifically. The country of origin is by and large Japan, I believe. Ventu. And they do like tentacles. I know this. I've seen some. I was curious. I am no longer curious. Nor am I in a rush to watch it again. Anyway. Enough about the things I've seen. The things I've seen! Woo. In my eyeballs. Culturally different. Pornographic material. Let's try and jump down. Can I jump down? Can't. I can jump across, but I can't jump down. I can hear a budgie. You sparkly bastard. Where are you? There you are. Ethan. Odin's budgies. Odin's budgies. Odin be famous for having lots of budgies. Oh, there's going to be a kerfuffle. It's a real wonky way to find my way to a kerfuffle. Oh, okay. Let's just kick this down. Just in case I have to go back this way. I love that. He always has to do the animation. Can't I just program him kicking it and then me buggering off? I just don't want to forget about it. Even if I don't use it, like, immediately, I might need to come back and use it later. And I'm going to be like, oh, I didn't do the thing and I have to go around again. Just unnecessarily longing length. Unlike my penis. Whoa. Oh no, you elf bastards. What are you doing here? Nobody liked you the first time. They didn't want a sequel. Speed of enemies. Yeah, I think speed is not bad to be honest. But then we want speed too. Cruise control. Keanu light. Oh god. Speed 2 electric boogaloo. Although I can use these now. Over here. Take that. You dick cheese. The axe is better for a lot of stuff. I know sort of like Blades of Chaos is very much the traditional Kratos weapon, but come on. The axe. The axe deserves its rightful place in the annals of Kratos. Anal! Oh. Oh, it's too fast.
One more to go.
Can't dodge that.
That was a long one.
Take that, you feathered bastard. I don't know where I'm going. Go this way. A statue of a butt. Is it a butt? Or is it not a statue? Is this going to be like a dead creature? Oh, it's a dead creature. Oh, it's a corpse butt. Oh. That's sad. So
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine.
Ooh, they good to do. Oh, that's great.
Treasure.
Why did you do that?
Right.
It's like a little giant. Oh, it's a side quest.
Kvekia.
Kvekia.
Be ready.
Oh, holy shit. You got spawned bad guys. Ah, no, it's these pricks. Fuck you! Oh, and it's these. It's Big Stick Geezer. Hello, my name's Big Stick Geezer, and I got a big stick, and I am a geezer. Used Taking me from behind without consent, you bastard. Consent is important, Daisy. Right.
You. I must speak with you.
Ugh.
Another spirit who wants something from us.
Yeah.
How unexpected.
Starting to feel like you, Kratos, with the fucking...
What's wrong?
Oh, not
I
this
came to
again.
this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
They're probably dead.
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom.
Ooh,
It's yours,
kid.
if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
Bartering with
You are
spirits.
learning.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching Jotunheim.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we
Yep.
stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others.
Oh, and helping others. I mean, Kratos just explained video games there. It's like, why do a side quest? It helps me carry on doing the main quest. That is the only reason. Well done, Kratos, for summing up video games for us. You big nerd. Kratos. Kratatus. Oh, he sounds like an ancient flan, doesn't he? Kratatus.
More of those. Good.
Anybody wants a piece of Egyptian flan called Kratatus? I know he's Spartan, blah blah blah. But sounds kind of... What do you want? Go away. Busy adventuring with my boy. You wouldn't interrupt a family at a petting zoo with this shit, would you? And stay out of this. Yeah. Same thing. Oops. I overdid it. No, it was alright, wasn't it? That just brings me right around there, okay. So that's the winds I need. Great. And where's the next point? I've got to put them in. Because I'm going to drag them back to the entrance. So how easy and quickly is that feasibly done? Right. I haven't seen any runes for the chest. So that opens the gate, which is nice. I don't know how helpful that is. Okay. So I've unlocked some pathways. I'm not sure how helpful this is all going to be, but... So as soon as I take that from there, it's going to shut. Yeah. There's only one that's around here. And that's too far away. Let's puzzle. That opens that, so that's on the other side of there. But I can't see it from here. There's one there. Oh, can I see it from here? Oh, that's how we're lighting up the runes. Ah. Oh, and you gotta leave them set to the right one. Okay. So what have we got? Let's get my pen out. No. Can I even jump that way? Is it gonna let me? Can I just jump down? Oh, okay, there we go. Pen. Where's my pen? This is how we do it. There we go, I've just dropped it on the floor. So I know it's too far away. What great audio content. Me struggling for a pen. Right, so we've got a Z. Nordic Z. Got Nordic sort of P. Nordic R. Cool. Cool. ZDR. Let's have a look. So you've got a F. You've got a N. Fabulous. Let's go this way. Put this one over here somewhere. Nope. There's one up there, but I don't think I can do that from here. There's one here though, wasn't there? Yes, I can do that from this side. So what are you? Into here. Got the B. You've got the Z. Or the Z. Or the Z. Z. And the B. Z. Pop you over there. Again. Come on. That's all. And climb up here. I think there's one up here. Gotta stop doing that, putting the pen in my mouth just to and I can go. Backwards B. Ah. Fabulous. And that should do it. I assume. If I've understood the puzzle correctly. For the runes. What we got? Another horn of bloodmead. Got 3 out of 3. Increases marriage. Right, where next? There's one there. Okay. So if I can take... jump across here. Get in there. Pop it. Get right there, pop it. And pop one over there. Legendary Blades Pommel. My luck decreases. Does look better as armor. Yeah, screw it. Let's pop it on. We can still upgrade it, so there's a chance for other things. So, this fella wanted us to find boats. Kill the Hellwalker crew. Okay. Kill the Hellwalker crew. Oh, these are his crew from his thing. So let's track this. His ancient crew. He wants them to rest in peace. So destroy their demonic Helheim forms and sail into a large rock.
There it was again. It's there and then it's not. What does it mean?
It's magic. It's hidden. Somebody's hidden it with magic, I reckon. Just a theory. I mean, I don't know if it's true. Just one way of looking at it, innit? So I guess there's some at the top of this tower. I guess that's why it's highlighted. Let's go and have a look.
Enemies ahead!
Ahoy there. All about.
I'll knock him down.
Come here, you frosty bastards.
Were all those guys part of his crew? That's a tough crew.
And all were his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well,
Because I'm a
being out here
god.
with you makes me feel more grown up.
It's kind of sweet.
Here's braziers, a symbol of the light that binds all realms together.
Why would he use those strange runes, though?
Don't
Now
you?
you mention it, he wouldn't.
There's going to be have an enemy in it. Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm really not ready. Oh, no. This was a bad choice. I've made a mistake. Spartan! Let's just try punching some of them for a bit. Oh, let's ram him into the other one. Here, take that. Stick that in your proverbial pipe and proverbially smoke it. I do, he hits fucking hard. Cheers, boy. Because these pricks hit hard. Okay. Take that and one of these, one of those, and a dollop of hey you, fuck you, and piss off with your fucking hand. Yeah, I was getting too into that apparently. Sorry. Getting a bit carried away. Dust of Realms. Got your dusty, dusty realms.
Kvekia!
Kvekia.
Well, worth a shot.
So I'm guessing we don't know that cipher. We don't know that cipher. Got to find that cipher. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I did send you a message earlier today. About asking about whether you want me to do the rest of the video and do everything. Like, you want to see everything, or whether you wanted me to just like record the main bits. And you've only just text back, and I'm in the middle of recording this episode, and I'm just like, kind of the feeling that maybe you kind of just don't really care, that you're kind of happy that happy for everything, you know, none of it really matters. So I'm going to try and this impression, I haven't read your text, but the impression I get from you anyway is that it isn't really an important decision, and you don't really care much about what you get as long as you get something. So I'm going to run with it. I mean, that's generally, you tell me, not that you don't care, but you tell me that there are just some decisions that are just not. Another budgie. That are just not important. You know, like what you're having for dinner doesn't matter. It's the company, you know. And I feel like this is one of those things that you don't really mind if you've got a video of me doing the Macarena. As long as, you know, that as long as you've got something, it's kind of, you know, sweet, and you're kind of happy with that. And I'm very much all for that. Oh, hello. Oh no, that was red. So I'm happy just to do a bit of whatever. I just thought you'd be bored of me just going around, just killing enemies and grinding without any real story or context. Like Kratos said earlier, you sort of do the side bits to help improve the quests. But that doesn't mean automatically that you want to see it all. How the sausage is made, so to speak. So I wasn't going to force you to watch absolutely everything I was doing. But I will
Seriously,
give you as much
how
respect
does
as you want.
one captain lead so many men?
He had their loyalty, so they followed.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Not necessarily.
Why do you think that?
Well, he led all these men to their deaths.
True. But these men chose to follow. Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
Oh.
So that's it then?
I just killed myself by accident. Oh, I'm so stupid. So very stupid. I genuinely thought that I'd got the best of that little foggy thing. I was wrong, and I will be the first to admit that, with the evidence provided. Me just dying casually. Whoops.
Boy, over here.
Come and read this.
Sir.
You ignorant pup, you.
Okay, that's going in the journal.
Oh, ding dong. I'll be back. Right then. Takeaway done. General lounging about finished. Back to the game. There's also a U of Driscoll over there. Well, that is better if you say it in Scottish, isn't it? Or with a Scottish twang. Driscoll. Ah, there's a... Come on. There we go. We got there eventually. Svartalheimstil, Svartalheimstil. Let us all have a Svartalheimstil. Let's have a climb. Oh, this was a thing before. Oh, I feel like this is a puzzle. Oh yeah, I've been up here as well. Oh. Explosive grips of fire. Anyway. Oh. I'm finding secret spots of hidden treasure. Lecter alloy. Give you Lecter alloy. Whee!
I'm not sure what you're doing.
Sure you're doing, child. That's not what he says. He says boy. Child. Back to where I was when I started this up a moment ago. Let's go back up here. There was something more up here, I feel. Time is now. We're inside out. Anyhow. No. Very stiff. Everything's all stuck together. Oh shit, hello. Oh, hello, portal. You're updating my map, thank you. I don't need to clickety-clack the stones together. Clickety-clack, stones together. Clickety-clack, stones together. So what the fuck am I meant to do here? I feel like there's more to this. Interesting. There we go. This platform's not really big enough for a Barney. A Barney being a Barney Rubble or Trouble, often used as shorthand for a fight. I'm a star. Time is on you inside. Tell me how you grew. To raise myself up there a bit. It's a very interesting puzzle. Rather bizarre. I like it. I like it because it's weird. Oh, we're up here. Oh. Hello, sir. Are you interested in a timeshare at all? No, wrong. No, I wanted you to read that. Not startle the ghost. Man with the... Oh, he's level 7. I think I'm level 5. This is going to end badly. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, he's quick. I do not like this. No hard blowing glass. No hard blowing glass. Ah. Oh. A frosty Barney. Oh, you can have this. Sparta. Oh! Oh my God! Shit! Really terrified. I'm gonna. Oh! Oh no! No! I actually jumped into that one. That was my own fault. Odioso. What's he doing? I don't like what you're doing. Stop it, please. See? I knew I didn't like what you were doing. Did it anyway. Even though I asked you to stop, because it seemed like a dick move. And it was.
Well, this is a fine mess.
Yes. Yes, it fucking is. I was fucking murdered by one of these bloody ass fucking minions. The man's a proverbial titwank. Right. Oh, he's gone. I didn't get any of the loot. No! Well, fuck it, I guess.
We've seen these runes before, but it's the kind I still can't read.
Well, we still haven't got the cipher. I do apologise, I did forget. Down we go then. Chug, 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 chug. Balls.
Father, were you ever a leader?
Many years ago, yes. I led men in battle.
Were you a good leader?
It is complicated.
Did you
no
ever...
more questions, boy. Focus on the task at hand.
Yes, sir.
He does not like talking to beings.
Wow, there was another shipwreck under the water.
Vitality. Oh, there's another one over here. Look at that. See, this is what happens when you come do the side quests. You get all the good stuff. Predominantly, the good stuff is off the beaten path. You got to go find it.
You want a beach here?
Yes. These things will inevitably come to life, I'm sure. Nope. Oh, you prick. Get out there.
Phew. That was the last ship. I hope the captain will be satisfied now.
Unlikely. He was determined to put these men to rest himself.
But he would have never been able to.
That does not matter to him. Our victory will only remind him of his failure.
Then, why did we do that?
Don't know why we did it. Because we're nice? Sort of? Well, partially. That's a bloody... It's a bloody ancient thing. I'll do this, it's gonna wake up the ancient thing, yeah. Oh, I fucking knew it. Alright then, you dick. I know, I'm just gonna get to the grenade stones. Oh, get close. Punchy punch. He's not that tough, he's not that tough. Either that or I've leveled up enough for him not to be tough.
Careful!
Ring a roses, pocket full of posies, tissue a tissue for the... This distance, let's dance alert. God damn it. Let me pick up the rock. You've cornered me, and I don't like it.
He's open! Now's your chance!
It would be if I had something to throw at him. I'll do. Dissolve. He burst into loot.
That was difficult.
That wasn't that difficult. Apart from the bit where he cornered me against the wall. That was a pain in the rectum. Fire sigil of focus. I haven't checked all my runes and sigils and all that bollocks in a while. Should probably do that. I do this, I'll collect loads and I'll be like, oh, sure I'm getting a lot of these, and then do nothing with them, and then realise, I should probably do something with these. So how do we get around there then? Because that's not where I was earlier, is it?
Father,
Father?
why did you really want to help the spirit?
You need the experience.
I've had plenty of experience fighting these things. What's the real reason?
This man inspired loyalty. He took responsibility for his mistakes, and he was determined to fix them. These are good lessons for you.
Oh,
Yes. Oh.
Dinner time! Sticky!
whoa!
The time is now. Oh, I don't know what the rune thing is, so I can't help. Dust of realms, dusty realms. Why are the realms so dusty? Dusty realms. Jolene, Jolene. How do I get up there then? Fucking. Is it really on that bloody... can't be on that. Surely. Now I've got to puzzle my way to some side quests to do some more puzzling, I'm sure. Which one is this? Luck. Is it going to be luck? Well, vitality again. I don't mind it permanently increasing my vitality. It means I'll be lasting longer in battle. He says no for a while, that's not true. It's because I'm useless at battle. Battle matter. He get us gold. Kill the enemy. Oh, bugger. A witch it is. Let's burn these witches' tits. Oh, there's two of them. Fuck me. Take that, you dirty ass tit wank. Oh, fuck you. This is where I was earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm going around in circles. So I could be able to get it. I've got to get... Oh, okay. I missed this obvious thing earlier as well. Who's been playing video games all of his life? It's really not me, is it? That's weird, isn't it, to think of, that I don't recall like a time in my life where I haven't been playing video games. Right, there's never been a lull. I wouldn't say that there's necessarily never been a lack of interest, because I feel like as a kid it was different when I was young. When I first played Sonic on the Master System and Alex the Kid, I feel like the approach was somewhat different to games. I wasn't obsessed like I am now. Like, it's become a real hobby and a real joy and a real pleasure, and like, it fills the day to day. Whereas, oh, it is. Did I miss this? That's not fuck's sake. I mean, I went down the other side. Yeah, it's hard to think of a time where that wasn't, they weren't part of my life. For better or worse, really. So I've played some real shit in my time, but I play things like this, and they're truly, truly beautiful games. I mean, violent as hell, but really beautiful. And I do think, whenever people love to make that argument about video games and violence, that predominantly I feel like I'm a fairly decent example of why that is not the case. Because I'm not some sort of murdering psychopath because I played video games. I'm a murdering psychopath because, it just isn't a thing. People just assume it's a thing, and it's not. You don't sort of... I see violent things, yes, but I know that it's fantasy and it's not real, and I can differentiate between the violence here and the violence in real life. I don't know why I'm waffling on about that now, but it's very different, and I know that it's not a very commonly used argument these days, but it's still there, and I do feel like, especially for young people, too much time spent in front of video games maybe isn't good. Not all the time, but to say that it is, as an escape, is somehow worse than going outside or reading a book isn't true. I would argue that the type of video games you play by and large, effects. I say that as I get to a really violent point. When you're younger, the types of video games you play really affects how you see things and how you see games. For instance,
Apple doesn't fall far.
I mean, I had Worms, and that's a game about warring worms. Like, but it was so they were worms, so it was very far removed from reality. But the worms were ultimately trying to kill each other, you know, and that's some of them named after beetles as well. So you know, I won't pretend like, you know, violence hasn't been a part for the longest time. But what did I have? Crash Bandicoot, Croc when I was younger. The most mature game I had for the longest time was Tekken. That was just two people beating each other up. But it was so fantastical and ridiculous. There's no way you could possibly take that fucking seriously. It was just ridiculous. The moves they were doing. You know, there was a bloody robot. There was a man with a leopard head. You know, it just didn't make any discernible sense. Like reality was far removed from what I was experiencing. So, and I think people forget that about games. Forget that about books as well. The comic books. The fantasy is, yes, it'd be really nice to be Superman and fly everywhere and this, that and the other, but the reality is that it's never going to happen because I'm not an alien from Krypton and Superman's not real. You know. Like I wouldn't say that I was exposed to like too much violence when I was younger in video games. Like, if anything, my parents really discouraged it. I really hated the idea of these Grand Theft Auto games as they were coming around. I've had many a video game removed from my possession as a result. I mean, you know, I'm well aware that some of them were far too dark, but it's one of those, and kids are just like, oh, you're not playing this, ooh, what are you, some sort of weirdo? And then there's some people's parents will just buy them fucking anything, and you're like, you think to yourself, why? Why would they just buy them anything? And you realise that they mostly don't understand or they don't care. And that's kind of sad. Oh, I could have come up here. Oh. I need to find that rune chest. Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's a door. So it's an E. Let me get my pen out again. So we've got an E, a B, and a P. They're all glowing. So what's that down there? That's currently like a backwards P. Oh no, big one on the side. There's one down here. I can sort of see. It's a backwards P as well. So that's a forwards P. That's the E. I just need the B. I've gone on to a rant about video games. I mean, you're...
Right behind you!
Oh.
Watch out, Father!
You're really good at, as a parent. I think you recognise what is and isn't suitable. I mean, there are age ratings for shit like that, but people do ignore them. They always have done, in my experience. But I do think new generation of parents have experienced that. But they'll have experienced it in one of two ways. They either experienced it as a child thinking, well, it was okay, it didn't do me any harm, and see nothing wrong with video game violence. And then you get the... It's not just violence these days, it's that realistic, you know, sexual acts and things that are not very common, but they are sometimes portrayed, even in this series. Prior to this game, there have been moments of just sort of implied sexual activity. I mean, they're 18s for a reason. Even though I did play a couple of them as a teenager, there was nothing there to be construed as being anything worse than sort of say what was in Deadpool. You know what I mean? It's like, which is a 15. But I do like to think that, you know, most people are smart enough, and a lot of people go, well, actually no, I don't. You know, I grew up and I didn't have access to this, or I grew up and I know what's in these games, so I'd rather my kids didn't experience that. Those are the smart people. The people who go, well, it didn't do me any harm, it won't do them any harm, and I'm like, you don't know that. The worlds are different. I don't know why I'm waffling to myself. Intellectual discussion. Well, it's not really, because you'll listen to it eventually, but... Oh, it's up there. Yeah. I think... I don't think there's perceivably anything wrong with video games of this nature, or similar to like Grand Theft Auto and stuff, but... It's all about context, about an age. And the thing, I was talking to Dan about it, and part of... We don't... There was a game that came out not long ago, Marvel's Avengers. And we dislike elements of it for the same reason we dislike Fortnite, really. It's by and large targeted at children, because children watch comics and, you know, watch TV shows based on comic book heroes and things like that. The Marvel movies are very successful, and even though they're not strictly related to this game, it's a spin-off. It's sort of set in another universe. There's a different Tony Stark. There's no Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, this, that, and the other. Like, it's riddled with like the sort of game that is referred to as a live service game. So it's full of microtransactions and grind, and basically squeezing you for every penny and minute you have. And it's kind of, the people who tend to play these games tend to play one game, and I find that kind of sad. Because I've done that. I've put hours and hours and hours into live service games and gone, it's just nothing. They just keep moving the goalposts further and further away, and, you know, constantly make it harder. And there's RNG, which is random number generation, which makes it certainly harder for you to get certain things, or determined by the roll of a dice, and you get a limited number of goes unless you obviously pay for more. And it's just like, I find it all sinister when they aim it at children, which is why I really don't like Fortnite, because there's a lot of stuff like that in Fortnite. There's a lot of the cosmetics, because it doesn't affect the game and how it plays, but a lot of the cosmetic stuff is all sort of, you've either got to grind out, so play the same thing repeatedly to get all the things, waste all of your time doing it, or you could pay for it, and it's almost, well, it has been deemed in certain countries, the loot box thing, if you've ever heard of that, is gambling, and I do believe it is. Been there, done that, got the proverbial t-shirt. It's gambling. It really is. It's just, there's no way of painting it in a nicer light, but it's, you know, it's gambling aimed at kids in a lot of ways. Not always. Not a lot of the live service games are aimed at adults, which has its own sort of nefarious tone to it, especially considering how many people suffer with their addictions related to gambling. So I find it really sort of
What's that down there?
invades. It promotes a lot of things to children which are not particularly positive, more so than I would say games like this. You know, they're more mature, and their themes and how they represent stuff, and in that respect they, you know, shouldn't be played by children. I agree with that, but I would argue that something like Fortnite is you know, the Avengers game is long term potentially more harmful in terms of the attitudes it promotes, and what it provides in terms of gameplay. You know, the idea of a service that you buy into rather than an experience you pay for. Like, I didn't pay for this actually. Dan bought this for me for my birthday one year, because it came out the week after, I think. They said, oh, it'll be late because it hasn't arrived yet, and I'm just there going, you've ordered this game, haven't you, you bastard, you thoughtful bastard. And he had, and I think, you know, you pay for an experience, you know, you paid for something some people worked very hard on, done, rather than keep, you know, the other way is almost Netflix, isn't it? But games aren't really like that. As a They can be, obviously, and they've proven, you know, financially successful, but to me, that's not what games are. An experience, you know, you have. That isn't necessarily, like... That isn't necessarily narrative-driven. Doesn't even have to be, you know, a narrow focus, but it can just be... It does one thing really well, and you enjoy it. Boom. You don't have to keep buying into it and keep adding things to it.
My men are... They roam no longer.
They do not. Oh, there's wolves in here. Hello. Oh, they're strong. Oh my god. This is bad news. Yeah. And that would have been the case, and people argue, back in the days of the arcade. They were forever trying to milk money out of people. And that's very much the attitude that's returned to video games as a service. One I detest, but I think I grew up on an era of gaming where you could pay for a game and you had your game. And I think that is a much better way to do it. You're paying for a product, which is what annoyed me. There was a Crash Team Racing game. What annoyed me about that was, you know, I bought into it new, only for, you know, things to be held away from me. You know, sort of locked behind hours and hours of grinding away at the same stuff, which is to an extent some games, but it was really unreasonable and really unfair, and you had to return every day to make the most of it. And then they didn't introduce what they call microtransactions, which I may have mentioned it earlier, is you pay like for in-game currency, you pay extra for stuff. So if I paid £50 for this game, they, you know, then want me to either pay extra money to speed it up, or to buy an in-game currency to buy a lovely shirt for Kratos that only goes up for like 48 hours, and if you don't get it then you won't get it at all, and it's not really a complete experience. It bothers me massively.
My men are...
That's right. We killed...
Anyway, ramble over.
We laid them all to rest.
I see. So even in death, I am a failure.
But in life you were honorable, strong-willed, and you inspired loyalty. These are good qualities, aren't they, boy?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how many men followed you here.
I thank you for your kind words. May your journey have a more pleasant end
I hope so.
than mine.
I think Kratos is responsible for the desolation, if I'm honest.
You're right. He didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Never.
Oh. Breaks my heart. Hello, Serpent. Right, I'm going to leave this one here, because it's rounded up to about an hour, and then see you in the next one. Let's save her up. Again, I didn't take a thing. Should we take a screenshot? While I remember. Should we get Mr. World Serpentine? Right before the... That'll do. I'm getting very lazy with this. I know I shouldn't, but I am. There we go. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Toodles.